perfect. I don't blame him for it.
I don't blame him at all. No names on these players, but don't worry about it. I'll tell you right now, the Sir Roland, that's Cosolix. That's what he won Dreamhack Austin with.
Yep.
It's the big old knight guy. On the other side, Queen Nai, the kind of the Indiana Jones looking character, is Hermisen, the European player. Cosolix completely denying weapons, wanted that lance. You saw him try to jump up for it, but wasn't able to get the pickup. But fortunately for him, another weapon spawn over on the left side, and he's able to pick that one up.
Hermisen with a great combo off to the side
Nice
and a lot more pressure. And one of the great things about playing on Miami Dome for Hermisen is that he can really take advantage of the high damage attacks that he is bringing to the table with Queen Nai, especially those signature moves that have huge force. And you can see getting caught by that. And then gets punished.
That was almost a big kill opportunity, but he's still getting great damage on top of Cosolix. Just barely flubbed that kill. If he was a little bit more to the right, then he could have completely stopped it. The thing about Lance recovery is it has this charge up and then it has a lot of movement, makes it a little bit predictable. And so you can kind of expect them to go along this diagonal and then punish from above.
Ooh, that's going to be a lot of damage coming out from Cosolix. But now the Queen Nai pick, I mean, he's not going to take too much damage overall. I mean, those little swipes, those swips from Cosolix are not going to do... Swoopy swipe, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, those swoopy swipes.
I mean, it's going to get negated in that defense stat. But there's the signature into the kill, and that's going to be it.
The fangs of the snake, just too much for Cosolix. Back to the guitars for Hermisen. No weapon spawn for Cosolix, but Cosolix with his dash dancing. So adept at that dash dance.
And this is where Hermisen's movement blows my mind, because he's playing a incredibly slow character, but he's on stage moving nearly as fast as Cosolix does with those dash dances, those movements.
Yeah, really using all of the movement speed that he's got. I believe he runs the 4 movement speed stance, just trying to get as much as he can. Down sig chasing after Cosolix on the down air. Cosolix starting to recognize how Hermisen likes to use these down signatures. Starting to get some punish opportunities, just looking
Might be
out
using it a little too much. Threw out about 6 in the last 20 seconds or so.
He's got a lot of snakes. Got him at the Snake Emporium, and he's got to use them, or else they're gonna expire.
If there's anything I do want to see him see, it's the neutral guitar signature, because it's something we don't really see at all.
Yeah, it's a very long active frame move. Ground pound connects. Cosolix no jumps. Hermisen up in a big way over Cosolix with his Queen Nai.
Potential 3 stock too.
I mean, it'll be tough because he's very damaged. These recoveries, will do it. But I want to see Hermisen stick with the spear. It's what works against the Cosolix dash dance. Like, Cosolix likes to play this lance, but it's the dash dancing that he really uses to great effect. Meanwhile, if Hermisen uses this down signature on the spear, it covers a lot of that dash movement. Forces him to move forward, and that's exactly what's happening.
And Cosolix slowly figuring out how to get on top of Hermisen as well. I mean, one of the things about getting through that signature, oh my gosh, getting punished by that lance string. That's a huge pick off from Cosolix. Not going to find that KO, and still the damage is not quite at kill option area yet for Hermisen. So he still has a little bit of room to breathe, but still a devastating string at least for morale.
That was scary. That was very interesting timed slide charge down signature from Cosolix, just kind of falling over the corner, but he is coming right back into this, not taking any damage. Suddenly Cosolix remembers how to play this game well. I don't know what happened, but just the adjustment in the movement, he's just getting so much damage onto Hermisen, and they're even. Out of nowhere, the lance play from Cosolix.
Hermisen's going to have to consolidate his play right now, get that spear in hand and use that spacing to the best of his ability, but I don't know how much longer he can really use that down sig. I mean, maybe for combos, strings, pickups, but for the most part, Cosolix has been figuring out how to counter it.
Yeah, he's definitely starting to recognize what he needs to do around this down signature, how to avoid it. Oh, the weapon tosses again. Cosolix is actually priming the next lance as well. This is tough for Hermisen. Cosolix gets underneath it. Down light side air connects. Each of those strings for Cosolix, just widening this gap, just building this damage. Nice down light neutral sig. Slide charge is low.
Oh my gosh! Chasing him all the way down with that slide charge.
Okay.
Neutral sig, and now looking for the KO potential right now. He has the guitars in hand. All he needs is one good hit, but all the retaliation, and both of these players playing 8 defensive characters. Oh, They could survive so much, and there it is. Finally, Cosolix taking it down off the top with a recovery from the jaws of victory. Hermisen getting knocked in the first round.
That was close. It was very close. Cosolix shaking his head saying that shouldn't have been as close as it was. Looks like they're going to put in their names real quick. But either way, Cosolix versus Hermisen. Hermisen had such a huge lead.
And it's unfortunate to see him drop it. I mean, he was 3-1 in stocks, had a pretty decent health lead, and it just disappeared right in front of his eyes.
Completely taken away. Just the lance play from Cosolix is too much. I'm not sure what do you think Hermisen should do? What is the adjustment?
I mean, less down six for the first.
I don't understand.
Not as many snakes on the plane that were on the plane in the last.
No, that's illegal.
Game.
You're not allowed to not do down sig, but
okay,
fortunately for
only
Hermisen,
down six.
Yeah, exactly. That's the strat. Unfortunately for Hermisen, won't even have the opportunity to throw out those snakes as he's going to swap over to the Ragnar for the fire. Going to throw some spitballs of fire over corners and go for maybe some max neutral six. Maybe he was watching a Sidhu earlier. Not too sure, but we'll see how well it works out.
We've seen him play other characters other than Queen Nai. It's not Queen Nai all the time, but he is one of the most consistent players when it comes to keeping to playing that main, you know? But seeing this, it's not terribly surprising. I do wish we would see more Nai, just a little adjustments in how he uses the SIGs, because Cosolix really adapted fast.
Looks like Hermisen's change in Ragnar also comes with a change in movement, as he was just kind of like just moving back and forth on that last map, or on that last stock just for a little bit, but he's still good now. Axe in hand for Hermisen. I guess this is what he wants to respond to Cosolix's lance, but Cosolix with these nairs from below, really working well for him.
More damage coming out from Cosolix as he pressures Hermisen, and Hermisen trying to make this axe work, but he gets it knocked out of hand as Cosolix starts holding that edge guard, and this is where he really shines. Hermisen able to make it across his defensive threshold, though, back on stage, but not for too long. The charge, and that is going to be the kill. Off on that left side, Cosolix taking the first kill of the game.
Cosolix with a sizable lead with this Roland, getting more.
Oh my gosh!
Nice
and the reversal.
Touch. Okay.
Very nice reversal from Hermisen.
Oh, again!
Tries to punish again.
Just mistiming that. Just not able to get that ground pound on top of Cosolix's recovery.
A hair of a second longer, and he would have it. No doubt in my mind. Hermisen trying to find more damage, though. That axe. Cosolix with nice punishes. There's that unarmed play doing wonders for him right now, and now getting caught out, and that's going to cost Cosolix his first stock. That neutral stake taking him off the top, but Hermisen does have a lot of damage built up, and that is a difficult position to come back from, especially after he lost like that in the first round.
He's sticking with these Katars. Maybe didn't expect Cosolix to be on this lance, but either direction, Cosolix sends Hermisen off the stage. No slide charge this time, wants to mix it up. Maybe let Hermisen feel a little bit safe on his recovery, but the Sair connects, will finish him off, and Hermisen is a full stock behind Cosolix.
Hermisen looking for the damage right now, able to pick it up on the side light. Not too much damage following up, though. He's got to find some success here, and he has really powerful signatures.
Nice Sair.
He's got Cosolix off on that left side.
Toss.
Very nice continuation here. He just has to convert.
Jumps over the signature, but he ends up ledge canceling that into a downlight. Back to the Katars. Maybe he's more confident in his ability to finish a stock with them, but he, like you said, walks into the down sig from Cosolix.
There's the side sig, not going to be enough force to find the KO. Looking for something here, not going to be able to find it instantly with the neutral sig in the side. Air is going to confirm the kill, and that is going to do it for game number 2. Hermisen in a bad way right now, trying to figure out what he needs.
He's in a lot of trouble here against Cosolix. What is the change up? Axo, like, yo, you keep playing your axe, man. Yeah, do your axe, do it, yeah. Axe better. I think that's exactly what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Did they say it in a different language, or was it English?
I honestly don't know what languages anyone speaks. I found out today Sidhu is apparently fluent in Spanish.
I believe it.
I mean, you should, because I said it, and it's an honest statement.
Exactly, that's why I believe it.
I appreciate that. Very trustworthy guy. serious business here as they ban
Hermisen,
out
I think,
Map.
is Swedish, and is Agzo. He's not Spanish.
Definitely not Spanish.
I think he's not Danish. He might be Swedish too. A lot of Swedish players in Brawlhalla, actually. Addy Mestic, Hermisen. A lot of the.
I think chat's saying Swedish as well. I guess they both are, but Hermisen swaps back to the Queen Nai. Shoutouts to chat, by the way, for the answer onto that one. Downlight into the gravity cancel neutral signature coming out from Hermisen. Both of them in the even. I'm glad Hermisen swapped back to this Queen Nai. It's working just a little bit better than it was with the Ragnar.
As long as he can curb his.
That is big. So Lance has a lot of movement inside of the kit, and sometimes it works really well. It gets you out of dangerous spots, lets you move in the air, but Cosolix burned all of his upward utility, so when he rotated around that wall, he just didn't have any way to get back for the touch. Cosolix just was not paying attention to his jumps there.
And now Hermisen doing a great job utilizing those guitars, getting a little bit of chip damage here and there, and sometimes that's all you can really ask for. A great continuation, converted to huge damage. Hermisen almost taken out, and this is the damage.
Hermisen!
Huge play.
Whatever Exo said worked, man. That is big for Hermisen. Massively, Cosolix gave him a stock. Hermisen stole the other one.
What a phenomenal showing, and this is why he is the master of Queen Nai, the Aztec Annihilator. I guess that's a good way to put it. Anyway, we got Hermisen looking at the last stock here. He's 2 stocks up again this time around. Hopefully he keeps this lead and pushes it forward because he has so much potential.
Keep in mind, this is the lead he had in game 1, and Cosolix came back, completely decimated Hermisen's stocks, and won game 1. Took control against Hermisen's Ragnar,
nice movement.
won game 2. Now we're in game 3. Hermisen doing a lot better for himself, though.
No, he's throwing out the down 6 again. In Cosolix, he's already figured this out. Oh, very careful. He found the ground pound. That's going to do it. Cosolix knows as well.
Very good. Hermisen holds on. Still needs 2 more. Otherwise, Cosolix will continue on in the lower bracket.
Did Cosolix just recover there?
Yeah, it got stuck. So
okay. I couldn't remember because I was thinking if he didn't use it, he had one jump. He could have gotten back, but he didn't. He got it stuffed out. I was yeah. Anyway, Hermisen finally making that showing, looking fantastic. That guitar string to death was massive.
It was amazing. Really good dodge reads from Hermisen, staying grounded, just keeping Cosolix up in the air with those neutral lights and down lights. Good dash-in dodge from Hermisen to get on top of Cosolix.
And it's those kind of plays that you really have to be careful of. And Hermisen has on point right now and hitting with a lot of downlights.
He's trying to
no follow-ups. What is this? And Cosolix just keeps going right into it too. It's very unusual to see. No one usually goes for something like that. Going for a guitar loop. Gets half of it.
Yeah, he got some damage. But Cosolix able to trade back, keeping this damage even. Not going to be throwing a stock. Nice down air into the down sig. Yeah, big
honestly,
damage.
You know what I would have really preferred there if he did the neutral sig. It might have killed him off the top. But Cosolix going to be finding that KO to start things off on that right side. Hermisen going to be needing a little bit of a catalyst here. Some big damage. And I mean, if you're looking for big damage, Queen Nai, about the pinnacle of what you can find.
Yeah, she can do some damage, but she needs to do some killing.
Not going to find the KO though.
Going for another recovery.
The throw avoided. Now Cosolix for the punish. Not going to find a follow-up. No conversion.
Dodges under, goes for a
there it
downlight Sair, but it's going to work out.
Probably didn't even need that.
Yeah, I would have expected just a straight neutral signature to come out from Hermisen. Either way, got the kill.
That's what matters in the end. I just hope that doesn't mean he's not shook.
Cosolix changing up how he reacts out of the neutral light now. He's going high. Hermisen was ready for it that time. Chases with the recovery. He's doing a really good job of recognizing how Cosolix is reacting to these guitar starts and then changing it up.
The approach from Hermisen, looking for Cosolix on the bottom right now. Looking for a little bit of damage, but the turnaround from Cosolix pushing Hermisen off on the right side. The recovery coming out from Hermisen, allowing him to get back to the stage is going to be huge as Cosolix now tries to turn around and continue the damage. 2 neutral airs in a row. This is going to be putting Hermisen closer and closer to the red. But the turnaround not going to pay off with the neutral sig. And now Cosolix with the edge guard. This is where he plays the best.
Hermisen just trying to reset. Nice downlight into the side air. Spot dodges through the side air from Cosolix. Oh, the sidelight side air connects. Hermisen sent flying. Cosolix is in the red. This is so close, but Hermisen is potentially on his tournament stock.
He's got to play very careful, and he's got a lot of room to work with. He can take the damage. He's playing Queen 9. You know, Queen 9 never die. That's the slogan. And so he has to hit the big hits right now, and nothing bigger than a neutral sig on Katars. It hits harder than anything else in the game, and I think it confirms a kill at 140 health, I think, on Mammoth.
You know what? I would defer to Hermisen. I feel like he'll know the best. But right now, the side air is coming out from Hermisen.
There's
the
recovery
coming
up the
out
top
from Hermisen. Good damage was built. Not too much damage put out onto Hermisen. This is a real possibility, but he wants the Katars. He doesn't even want the spear. He was just like, I'm going to wait.
Well, he was hoping that Cosolix was going to throw out an attack there and let the weapon hit, stun him into an unarmed combo. It was close, but Cosolix realized in time.
Cosolix is untouched. Hermisen took so much damage because that Katar despawn. He left himself unarmed and let Cosolix pick up a weapon.
The Katar out now. We know what he can do with the Katar. He's done these huge strings onto Cosolix.
Oh,
no. He dares to go away. That cost him so much. Oh, no. Hermisen dropping out. Cosolix going to take the victory there. It looks like he might have popped off, but
pointing at his keyboard.
Oh, no.
Did the key pop out of the keyboard?